Hi, I'm Linda Bellingham and I'm in my dressing room getting ready to do a matinee of Calendar Girls, and I've been talking to Gordon today about funny things that happen when we do the play. When we originally did it at Chichester, there's a scene where I have to go up on a hill, take my top off and turn round and go, "So, can anyone see my nipples?" And which is fine in a normal theatre, which is a proscenium arch, because you've just got my back. When we opened at Chichester, it was kind of theatre in the round, and so two sides of the audience could very easily see my nipples and everything else, in fact. And it was only when I got up to the top of the hill that I quite realised what had happened. So I was busy taking my top off, thinking, how am I going to do this? And as I turned, and it is very quick, obviously, but 2/3 of the audience got an eyeful. Fortunately, they were quite elderly in Chichester, so by the time they realised what had happened, they'd missed the point. But my sister was in the show that night, and afterwards, as she was walking out, apparently an elderly gentleman turned to his wife and said, "Tell me, my dear, have you got a thong?" So obviously to the uninitiated, I brought a new sense of fun to their life, I hope.
Hi, I'm Bernie Nolan and I'm appearing in Calendar Girls at the moment, and I'm very excited because next week we're coming to Sunderland, one of my favourite places.
Now, Bernie, this is your first show since your well-documented battle with cancer. What's it like being in a show that resonates so much with that subject?
Yeah, I mean, it is a constant reminder, you know, that it's out there, but we all know it's out there, you know, and I'm sure as a lot of people know, I've been very positive about the illness, and you have to be. It's the only way to cope with it. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's a lovely show, actually, to come back to after my illness and my first show back into the business. It's great because everyone's lovely, we get on well, it's well written. But it's also, apart from being obviously very poignant, it's also extremely funny. So there's a lot of laughs in there as well.
Hello, I'm Lisa Riley and I'm playing Miss November in Calendar Girls.
And I'm Jennifer Ellison and I'm playing Miss September.
Brilliant to be involved in Calendar Girls because all the women and the men as well can come to the show, identify with the women and sort of go away thinking that was a great night out and have a big smile on the face.
I think with Calendar Girls people kind of automatically associate the nudity and what they don't realise is that is a byproduct of the story really. When you actually look at the audience when you're on stage, they laugh, they cry, and it's the story that kind of takes everyone along, you know, and the nudity. You know, whenever you speak to anybody after the show, they don't even mention the nudity, they just say what a fantastic time and how much they cried and how touched they were, and you know what the story kind of means to them. You know, because everybody's been touched by cancer or leukemia, and you know, I think everybody has their own personal kind of identification with the play.
And have there been some funny moments? Because obviously, with some of the subject, some of the matter on it, and said that there's slight nudity in the play.
Night when I have to take my knickers off on stage, which is done very cleverly, I'll mind. They did land on Bernie Nolan's head, which was brilliant. But I do have the biggest ladle in showbiz to cover my right breast. You don't see a ladle as big in your life. Literally, it could feed the 5,000, that ladle.
And in my scene, I actually have to stand behind a bun trolley with all buns on, and when we've had a rake stage, which means there's a slope on the stage, the trolley's kind of rolled down the stage a few times, and I've kind of chased after it because that's the only thing protecting my modesty.
On a serious point, obviously, some proceeds from the play do go to raising money for leukemia research. I mean, that's something that people shouldn't forget when they come to see the show, isn't it?
Absolutely. The show, we're currently at the 3 million mark from when the women started, and the figure's just growing and growing and growing, and that's all thanks to people coming to see Calendar Girls, buying the stuff that's in the lobby, you know, proceeds from the tickets, proceeds from everything that's sold in the lobby, all goes to leukemia, so we're all really grateful that it's making a difference.
Huge difference, yeah.
And the thing about, everybody talks about the nudity, but in fact, in reality, it's a show about love and about what women will do for love. Those original ladies from Yorkshire, when they took their clothes off for that calendar, were completely empowered and freed up, and all the thousands of women that come to the show, actually that's not what they talk about, the nudity. They talk about the tears. It's a very sad piece, you know, and a lot of men who I think that they're going to be talked at when they do finally come with their other halves thoroughly enjoy it. And where they might be embarrassed about the photo shoot where we do take our clothes off, of course the point is it's all done in the best possible taste and you never really see anything. And I think it's the fact that we do it with humour that crosses the boundaries and stops anybody being embarrassed.